Well, hello everybody. It's Dirty Bones, and we are back. We are playing Orebound today. It's listed as the optimization update, but we are actually in the Anvil experimental. So I'm not exactly sure what all changed from the optimization to the experimental. I have noticed quite a few changes. There is one thing with autosave while I was on the optimization one. It was not well, it was a little bit better, but it wasn't like great. So it still has a bit of a lag, so I have autosave turned off. So as I said, we were streaming with that seed. What was that seed again? Let's see if I can find it. It is in, there it is. So in the bottom left corner, you can see where the seed is. It's 40-772,729. We never moved from it. You can see our little stone pillar there. Excuse me. So we never moved from it, and we found all kinds of ore around. And I don't know if it's was in the optimization update or not until the anvil, but these ores are respawning. So these small surface ores respawn. Now I'm not sure if ones that you find in the in the caves and that, if you were to take them out, if they respawn, that I haven't figured out yet.
How may I help you?
There are a few that I have found.
Farewell, my friend.
But it's all coal, and I don't really need coal. I've got everything automated, so I haven't really been touching
Farewell, my friend.
the little ores. So we have our level 3 already unlocked. I have the battle axe already equipped. I only have Navigator 2 right now, because in order to get Navigator 3, I need the tri-dimensional, and I have not found gold or silver yet. We just got to that point, because yesterday late,
how can I help you?
I unlocked automation 4. So now we've got the constructor, and now we can do like coal fed. We can switch it all over to coal fed so that we can get everything running in full automation. Right now I'm feeding it with coal, or actually we're I'm feeding it with coal and we're on steam. So we will head down. I think I have everything I need for oh, let's get rid of that gold. We don't need to take that down. Mind you, we are gonna have to move our gold. I'm just in the process of starting to move everything underground. I do have stuff up just as a, you know, this is kind of like our fail-safe. I have iron ingots being processed here and saved. And then over here, I have copper. See, that coal was not there. That's respawned. And then I have copper here. We're making pans. Very slowly, but we're making pans. And that's just our steady flow of money. Because next time we... next automation, I think it's 200,000 we need. Because I think level 4 was 50,000. So we're looking at
how may I help you?
Yeah, 200,000.
Dig deep
So we're gonna
and
set up,
hold.
go underground, set up under there, get a few more, you know, auto sell stuff going so that we can get up to 200,000 a lot quicker than we're currently moving at, which is not very quick. And we'll see what we can do with that.
Yep.
Let's jump back on here
Yep.
and ride it down. Well, I guess it's going the opposite way, but... So, I now have the train unlocked. I might have tried the train on this. It is a long frickin' ways. I haven't run a train really long. I've just kind of experimented with it. But I might try it, not with this, because this is going to be... Well, this will be forever running slow like this. It's just, like I said, it's just a money feed. Let's eat something. Once we move underground, then we'll get the farm set up and all that other stuff. All that other good stuff. Whoops. Ooh. Good thing we didn't take damage. And there's a few holes around here that we gotta be careful we don't fall into. I mean, we'll find our way out, but... So this is my setup for our copper. Like I said, this was just a temporary. I can automate this because I do have 2 coals. Right now I'm just feeding it coal. Now the problem is I have another area over here that I was thinking of using as a home base, but it's only got, well, it has 2 iron and a copper, and I think there's I was kind of checking out that there is gold and copper underneath us, but there's no coal, and that's our problem. Now, it is big wide open, like there's all that over there, there's all that over there, and this is blocked off, but if, hold on one sec, I just gotta change a display screen here. Excuse me. One second. There we are. And that's not what we wanted. 313. Thank you, 313. She is a member of the channel. And Saint. Thanks to Saint for becoming a member of the channel too. We want... Where did it go now? We're gonna have to pull that up one more time. Let's go into here, and we will go into, there we go. Now we can get rid of this and back at her. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so now we also have another area on the other side, which we can go into.
Yep.
I hope my volume and everything's okay. Someone let me know. Volume's okay. Okay, so if we go back up over here. Now, remember this.
Yep.
So if we go back up over here and all the way back up the stairs, and so this is straight off of the ramp. We can head over here and we can find all kinds of stuff over here. I set up over here too. And now this, I think, is a better home base because one, okay, we don't have iron here, but we can run some stuff soon enough. That's coal. We've got our trees. We're hovering here a little bit. And then we've got our copper. Now, I believe if we go through right here, we will join up with that other side. And in fact, we might have a path right over here. There's our stairs right there. You can see them way in the distance. Whoa, there's a big boy. Back up on me. We don't want to fall down. Let's find a nice flat area to fight him. There he goes. There we go. He's gone. I don't know if they jacked up the how tough these orcs are, but I ran into an orc. It was one of those boss, I think it was a boss man. I didn't even get a chance. It looked like the boss man, but they might have another one up above the boss man now, who knows. But one swing with his hammer and boom, I was done. So this, I think, is going to be our new base. I just quickly set this up last night, so we have everything. The only thing we don't have is the tool yard. So I want to get a few things up and running. I want to get the coal up and running, and then I think we'll feed it into the trees. Not that the trees are really important, but they are more important than they were before, because if you look at how can we look at this? You know what? We got to run back upstairs to find out. We won't do it. We won't do it right now. But if we go into here and we look up some of our recipes that we have new things of, excuse me, we can see that we need wood more often. Oh, that was something that I just passed right by. So we have three-way mergers. I don't remember those before. And then we have all these stands, and then we have this vertical lift box. Now, I've got kind of a beef with this vertical lift box, and I'll tell you why. We don't have enough wood. So let's go grab some wood quick. Can I get it? Yeah, I can, without jumping down. Turn that back on. So my beef with this thing is, if you look, it goes in and goes right back out the same way. Now I don't know if this is just oh, rotate? No, that won't make a difference. Yeah, that's just rotating like that. What I would like to see, and why aren't you, there we go. And it's hovering a little bit. Maybe there's supposed to be legs there, because I'm assuming, right, conveyor belts off the ground. So maybe there's supposed to be legs there, and they just forgot to put them on. But it runs back to itself. It would be nice if they had, when you were placing it, if in the bottom right there, you could, like, change which way it's going. Hold for straight line. What is that? Maybe that's what it is. No. That's... I don't know what that is. Hold for straight line. Not too sure. But yeah, it would be nice if you could switch it to either, you know, when it gets to the top, it goes either left or right, or keeps going in its forward motion. Which maybe they are going to bring that in down the road. Who knows? We'll see. You know what? I got an issue with my YouTube. And we are going to have to... You're going to have to bear with me for a second. I am going to have to fix this because I gave YouTube a permission, or I gave Streamline a permission, and they are screwing it up. So I don't believe I have any chat. If there's somebody on, it's not showing up that there's anybody on, but it's showing that someone's been watching. If you're on, if you don't mind just saying something in chat just to see if it works, because I don't think my chat is working. So I'm gonna have to, well, we're just not gonna have chat, I guess, this stream, because I'm not gonna end the stream because of it. So we will just continue on with what we've got, and we will adjust it before my next stream. Okay. So we'll get rid of this. And I think we're going to start setting up over here. I'm hoping I have everything to get complete build down. Oh, and they changed this blocking system a little bit. I don't find it as easy to put down blocks. What are you doing? What view are you showing me? See, I do that more often. Used to just snap in real easy. So I think they're going to need some adjusting on that. We'll go over here. Just trying to get a little closer to the coal. I have overlap on. I just find it a lot easier, because otherwise excuse me, every stone you have, you can't place anything because there's a stone in the way, and it's more of a nuisance than anything else. So I turn overlapping on. So we're gonna try, and I don't want to get too close. I think we're gonna have to put it this way. Do we want to bump it this way? Let's put excuse me. Let's put the one on the tree first. No, that'll be the same. Wait a second. Why isn't it showing? My unlock for my did they move it? You know, for my coal fed. Oh, that's under, there it is. That's what I'm looking for right there. So we will hook these up. I guess we'll put it over here. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to try it like that, and then we'll have our water will go here, right? Because that's our steam. Yeah, that's our steam. There's our water here. So our water used to be separate. Now it's all together. Yeah, we're gonna have to go. Gonna do this because we're gonna have to run a merger too. Maybe what we will do, we will set up this for the coal first, right? We can set it up with like a storage and have everything run out of the storage. Maybe that would be the better way to do it. Okay, so we will head over that way, I guess. Let's go, there we are. The initial setup is the kind of the tricky one, because you got to feed it back into itself, right? So that, maybe that'll, if we pump it into a storage, that might create a pain in the butt. We're gonna have to create a merger anyways. So we'll go with a three-way splitter. Because once we get it going, it's not gonna matter. Try that. Right, so if we feed that into there, and then we want to put, I think we'll put our steam over here so that we can, it'll make it accessible to the coal, I think, better. Well, and once we get into laying the pipes too, you'll see the changes that they've done with the pipes. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put we're gonna put the water over there, over here, I think. Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. That's our edge right there. We can level that out with a shovel. That's easier. We just got to take the top off. There we go. That should give us enough room for the water. So the water will go. If we put the water there, I think that works out for the steam, actually. I should have maybe put the steam down first. Because, yeah, because the feed, we want the water to come over to there. So that's perfect. Right? Water, then steam out. This all comes together. We'll put our conveyor belt on. Okay, so see, that's a new thing now. They have invalid angles. So what we're gonna have to do is add a few more blocks. Oh yeah, I'm not using the big blocks. I'm using the half blocks. They've added a bunch of new blocks. Oh, that was not right. I just trapped myself in a block. Get rid of it. So I'll do it the other way to show you what we're looking at. So sometimes you'll notice, like it just happened to me there. I picked my what do you call it? The tool we're using, the hammer, the build hammer. I clicked on it for 0, and I switched over to like to bring this screen up so I can choose my fortress blocks, and it wouldn't do anything. So there are a few glitches in the experimental. So this is the block we're using right now. I find it easier because every time I place these ones, it's hard to jump on unless you place it near a hill. So I use these ones now, and that's why we have, when we first came in, they're floating. So you can go, you know, down to this. I never looked into this stuff. I think that's a new railing. I think. I'm not positive. I never really looked into that stuff too much. I really only use the blocks. So, okay, we will continue on. So now we need to put our railing in. So we can put, we'll go over here. There we are. And this should work. I hope it works. Hopefully that's not too much of an angle. Oh, it is still too much of an angle, eh? So you really got to baby it around these curves. So let's get rid of this and start over, because I think I'm gonna have to, whoops, one too many. I think I'm gonna have to move it over here to try and get that curve in. Try it there, and we'll try it. I think the wider the better. Just makes it work easier. It doesn't snap onto the buildings as easily. I think it's trying to be a little more specific with things. Now, I don't know if this is going to work either. Yeah, see, that's going to give it too much of an angle too. So we're going to need to put one out there. Kind of give it its curve. So it is a lot more picky, but you can picky with the conveyor belts, but you can do a lot more. So, you know, kind of gave up one to gain another. So we'll put one right here. Hopefully this will work. I really don't want to build another one. Okay, there. And then hopefully this will go on to there. And this will go on to there. So it's a little pickier. Not bad though. I mean, it works. Okay, we'll put that onto there. Now we got to put our water line onto here. And now we need to build our, oh, we need to put we'll have to put it back over here. Not really, actually, because when we put one on, it's gonna be that the steam is gonna be on this side. So maybe what we'll do is we'll run it way over here. Right here. Try this. Okay, we'll build our other one for. Okay, is that gonna run through all right? Yeah, it should. That should be all right. We can tweak it later. One thing I did want to do was I wanted to put down, where's the steam tank. Now, I'm lucky. I haven't run out of anything yet. It's a little surprising. Oh, you know what we're gonna have to do is, nah, we'll just run it for now. If we need to change it later. So we've got these little pipe stands. There's a sidewall one, and then this one I use quite a bit. I put it on the bottom. Or on the floor, and then that way if you need to run a conveyor belt, it runs fine underneath the conveyor belt. And these are a little pickier to attach to also. Yeah, that's the one we want, because we want to run one over here, and then we want to run this one all the way over here. There we are. So, do I have any coal on me? I've got enough to start us. So all we should have to do is, let's see, am I in the right? All we should have to do is, oh, no, we don't want to do it into here. We want it in here. We get close enough? Do we have to walk on the conveyor? Is it not letting us pick it from here anymore? Oh, there it is. It didn't show up. I was a little shocked at that. We'll throw some coal in there. And that should get everything running, yeah. Where's the sound, though? Why is there no sound? Experiment, that's why. Okay, so that's running over to there. That's running over to there. Why isn't that running over to there? You have to do something in here? Okay, oh, there's a sound. Okay, so the sound is out for those, but there's no sound on this. Okay. Okay, now everything's running. So, this should be running. That's running. Okay. Now all we're gonna do is build a storage. So what we're going to do is see if we can fit a storage in here. Okay, we're going to, what we'll do is we'll run it through first, and then we'll fix it. Well, it does kind of run over, but I don't like that. So what we're gonna do is we'll put one of those little knuckles underneath. Right there. We will get rid of this. Redo our pipe so it runs. Come on, connect. There you go. There we go. So that's all up and running again. So now we got our wood going. We could easily get our we have one left, right? Yep, we do. We can easily get our copper going, because we will just take care of the steam from this end. I think I want to run Okay, that's all we're gonna do with the wood for now. We're not gonna add any more to it. So we will just run. There it is. That should work fine, just like that. And we're gonna have to run, should we run it all the way over to here? Put another, where is it? I'm really surprised I haven't run out of something yet. Thought for sure we would have to go take a run up to the surface by now. Probably before we get the copper hooked up. Okay, that one's done. That one we're definitely going to be changing because that just doesn't work. Okay, the copper's going. And now we can... So we're going to run the copper back over this way, I think. I really wanted to see where exactly is that other location. Right, we could see the stairs. Was that wasn't over here, was it? No, that wasn't over here, I don't think. That was over here somewhere, I thought. I think it was over here. Sorry, I started wandering from the mic. No, it wasn't over here. No. Oh, we already got guys coming in. Where is he? There he is. Okay. That's why those turrets are there. We really gonna have to set up some more. Was it here? No, it definitely wasn't there. Sometimes you get turned around in these damn builds and you lose track of where you are. Oh yeah, right, we gotta go back up there. That means it's over there. But I don't think we can get to it from here. We'll take a quick run and have a look. I thought there was another area we needed to go to. Or maybe it was here. Was it under here? No. I don't think so. I think that brings us to a deeper, darker area. There it is. There's the stairs over there. We can hook up with our other area right over there. Okay, so we'll hopefully have... Oh yeah, and now you can pick up ruby gems, not just the ore. You will find them randomly around. There's a lot of little tweaks they did to the game. I honestly think they may have made it a little too easy now. I like a bit of a grind in my game. But we have the option to change all that stuff on our own, make it harder. Yeah, we're good on that. That should be good. We're gonna want to start to curve it too. Okay, so we'll put down our belts. There we are. That'll feed into there. We're gonna want to kind of get an idea of where I'm gonna put this thing. If we go with the smelter here, of course everything's pointing the wrong direction. We'll go straight on. We will adjust all this stuff anyways. That's probably gonna be based on what this stuff has been doing. It's probably gonna be too much of an angle for this. Yep. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to swing out and then back around. So this is gonna be the biggest problem with this game now, is hooking these things up. You're gonna want to do everything in a frickin' straight line. I guess we could run it. I guess we could run it this way and then start to curve it that way. That just means I have to put a whole bunch of blocks down. So maybe that's what we'll do, because I see problems in the future anyways. I mean, I do kind of like the touchiness because, you know, makes you be a little more specific with your stuff, which is always good. I like a little more specific. Yeah, we'll go. Is that looking okay? Yeah, that's okay. We rarely need this, like, as a crushed. I think we do need it later on down the road, but we're going to have plenty of other ore deposits that we're going to be using. So we will put that recipe onto copper powder. And then... oh, we don't have the pipes hooked up, that's right. So we're going to need to put another one of these down. We're gonna need to, well, we'll have to put those things all over the place, so it's really not that big of a deal. I would like to get at least one hooked up before we run out of everything. We'll put... I really like using these little guys. They work so well.
Yep.
What's it telling me? What's wrong? Oh, I just had it. There we go. It is telling me something's wrong. It's gotta be, yeah, it is. That pipe. Okay, let's cheat a little bit. So we're gonna disconnect that one. Don't normally let it run through the... oh, it kind of didn't run through the... I thought it would run right through the middle of that sucker, but it didn't. So you still have the ability to turn everything, which is good. That's the one we want it attached to. Okay, so that's running. Now, just wondering if it's going to have enough steam if I put one over here. Splitter. And then we can get rid of this. And see, now it doesn't want to click on. So I just scroll it off and then go back on, and then it'll click on again. It just does it once in a while. They'll fix it up. Come on, connect. Oh, you had it. There we go. Yeah, it's a little more janky with the connect. Oh, that's not the one we wanted. My bad. We put it on the wrong one. Let's put it on the right one. There we are. Now let's see if we can get that other one onto it. We're running into something. There's an issue with something. Turn around, see what it is. I think it's just the angle. I think that's all it is. Because we have the ingots. So we will have to put a pipe stand out here. Oh, there we are. We're gonna need more of these anyways, but I think I'm getting low on these blocks. Come on, you had it. You had it. Okay, so we'll put a stand right there. And we'll run our pipe. Come on. There you go. And that can go back there. Okay, so everything's running, which is good. We gotta choose a recipe for here. We want copper. That's all good. Okay, so well, that was a quick little run through, and I think I'm gonna cut this stream short because I want to see what Steam Labs has done or what I have set up wrong. So thanks for joining me. Please come back again. We'll have more of this. We will be streaming later on this afternoon. I just need to post it and figure this stuff out. And we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for joining, everybody. Peace.